Good evening. I'm Betsy Singleton, testifying as a member and on behalf of the League of Women Voters of Texas in support of House Bill 3080. I'm also a board member of Texas Impact, a justice organization representing faith-based groups all across Texas, also in support of this bill. We appreciate this opportunity to share our views with you today. We believe that imprisonment should be explored and utilized, taking into consideration the circumstances and the nature of the crime. We believe in protection of public safety. Our position on capital punishment, the League's position on capital punishment, like other League's positions, is derived through a lengthy and thoughtful process involving the participation of 25 local leagues. We support an equitable system of criminal justice in Texas with improvements in pretrial justice programs, an adequate state-funded public defender system, prohibition of the execution of persons with intellectual and developmental disability, the mentally ill, and juveniles under the age of 18 at the time of the crime. We support clear, uniform clinical standards consistent with professional practices to determine intellectual and developmental disability and mental illness. We think that HB 3080 would prevent offenders who have been proven to have a severe mental illness at the time of their crime from being sentenced to death in a capital murder case. People with severe mental illness is defined in the active psychiatric illness listed in the insurance code should receive a continuity of care which could help prevent the psychotic symptoms that substantially impair the person's capacity to understand the nature, the consequences, or the wrongfulness of the person's conduct. We believe that a basic level of quality health care at affordable cost should be available to all U.S. residents. Texas has executed people who have not understood that they are to be executed, and this practice shouldn't be continued. For example, one past death row inmate could not finish his last meal before his execution, so he asked the executioners to save his food for when he returned from his cell. This bill would improve the treatment of the severely mentally ill. No one chooses to be mentally ill. They are so incapacitated that they are not able to plead not guilty by reason of insanity, or if they are convicted, they cannot hope that their defense attorney would be able to persuade juries to hand down a life sentence instead of an execution. A better solution is to approve this bill, which respects the dignity of the mentally ill and prevents cruel and unusual punishment. We all rely on our public structures to create a just society. Executing the severely mentally ill is not fair. The community has a role in protecting the public, so life without parole for people with severe mental illness will also protect the public. Thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate getting to testify.
Any questions? Thank you very much, ma'am.